all of our guests today have given us a glimpse of what it's like being the ones holding down the home front in military families. But the hit CBS show SEAL Team takes us to the front lines. Beloved by fans, many vets among them for its authentic portrayal of life in the Navy's most elite unit. In fact, the acting in SEAL Team is so on point. One vet on the show's Facebook fan page calls it the most realistic show ever. Now, from the cast of SEAL Team, please welcome David Boreanaz, Tyler Gray, Max Thieriot, and Toni Trucks. Congratulations on the success of the show. I mean, people are loving this. David, I got to tell you, so you play a special ops chief on the show, but you're also the executive producer. You have real vets as producers and writers. How critical do you think that's been to the success of the show?
Well, thank you so much for having us on this morning, and Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everybody out there, especially our military men and women who are out there serving. It's so important that we have the people that we have on our show to keep it in that authentic world. It amazes me that we can show up day in and day out and do the stories that we do. And with that authenticity lends itself to a more realistic approach to the stories that we're telling. So it's a big impact that our veterans have on the show, as well as behind the camera or in front of the camera.
Well, Tyler, I see that you're on set. All of you are on set in your trailers right now, so we really are getting a sneak peek behind the scenes. But, you know, your role is Trent Sawyer. You were an Army Ranger until you were injured and you went into retirement. How did you find this as your next chapter? I mean, you're on a Hollywood set trailer right now, far from the world where you were a short time ago.
Yeah, no, it was, I was lucky in the sense that, you know, the two things I wanted to do as a kid was be in the military and work in entertainment. So when my military career ended, you know, I knew what I wanted to do after that. And it only took me 10 years to get here. So it's like lightning. It's a quick transition. No, it's unbelievable to have the opportunity to, you know, for me, I'm kind of, you know, we're working on a TV show, but, you know, I'm still riding on helicopters. So it's a great, I'm still kind of doing the job. The stakes are a lot less dangerous, but it's a great opportunity to be able to hear. And we use SEAL Team. You know, it's about a Navy elite team, but it's really a conduit to tell universal military stories, as well as the stories of military spouses.
Yeah, Toni, you play Lisa Davis, and as I understand, the role you actually got with the U.S. You were with the USO. I've done a lot of work with the USO. There's nothing like teaming up with those good folks. How did they tie into you getting the role here?
Oh, you know, I sort of thought that going on a USO tour was going to be very like Bette Midler-ish, and I was prepared to sing and dance, but that was not the case. So when I got there, they said, we really want to tie in the show, so let's think of something that has to do with SEAL Team. And I was like, my God, what can I possibly do? So I ended up challenging one military woman in every country to a push-up competition. And it was very fun. And I won in every country except for Djibouti. They brought in a ringer and she smoked me, and it was great.
The ringer. There you have it. So how many push-ups, dare I ask, can you do? Because I can't do one.
Oh my gosh. You know, it ended up being so long. We had a guy running sort of PT for us. So it was really just a stamina at that point. It was more minutes than actual push-ups. We would just be holding and planking forever. And then we would have to go down, up. You know?
I think, David, we have a new challenge. We can call it the SEAL Team Show Challenge and have people all over social media put up their numbers and see how many push-ups they can do. Max, I know it's an honor for you to be on this show and participate. Your grandfather is a veteran?
Yeah, I've had, you know, a bunch of family members who are veterans and served in the military, but it's honestly, for so many reasons, it's been such a joy to work on the show. And, you know, like, obviously for me, it's like every boy's like dream, right? To like, you know, be a cowboy or, you know, be a GI Joe when you're 5 years old. And to kind of see that, you know, come to life as an actor was obviously amazing. But the one thing that I just never expected was all the relationships and friendships that I would form from this. And also just how good for sort of like me, like sort of the heart, and how all this would feel just working with all these people, and also just telling these stories that I think are so so important, and need to be out there. So it's been pretty amazing.
I know. I mean, you make the great point that resonates with the fans of the show, and David being the executive producer. It's one thing to say, okay, this is a SEAL team show. This is another to tell the stories, to peel back the layers from what people think is an action-packed journey, and it turns into what Max said, a heart journey. So congratulations on all of the success. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and I'll see you on the push-up challenge on social media. I got one. I got one in. Thank you, guys. Take care.
Let's do it. Thank you.
By the way, you can catch SEAL Team. It airs Wednesday nights on CBS.